and good morning from Disney's Pop Century Resort. So this resort is beautiful, and what it really does is highlight the decades that we've had in pop culture, particularly the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. So I am at the front of the resort, and as usual, just for convenience for the resort guests and everything, they have transportation to Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Epcot, pretty much all of the Disney parks. Checking into our room. As always, it's very important that I show you the room. So this room is very nice. It's clean. As you can see, there's not much theming going on here in regards to Pop Century. We have a nice flat screen TV as always. A lot of storage, a good amount, good enough. Let's see what's in here. Okay, you're safe. All right. Okay, and you have 3 drawers that you can just store whatever you like, extra clothes or anything. So we have this Mickey poster, and as mentioned before, that's pretty much the only theming in this room. There's a nice bed. Got to give credit where credit due. The room is very clean as usual. Let's check out the floors. It's wood floors. And over in this little corner, we have a coffee maker. Of course, some complimentary Joffrey's coffee, some creamer, your ice bucket up there with some cups, and of course, a mini fridge, which is very convenient. As always, if you want to save, of course, if you're going to be staying here for a while, it's best to just load up this little area, the fridge and everything, with your own snacks. I always like the TV. It's a nice flat screen Samsung. Don't know how much time you plan on being in the room watching TV, but it is nice that it is there. And this right here, it tricked me last time because I thought it was just a closet or something, but it is actually a pull-out bed, which I gotta appreciate is that there's a table connected to it so you can eat. So I did pull that bed out just for you to be able to see. It's a great, I'd say this is a queen size bed and very soft and comfortable. And you gotta love that. Pluto just sleeping, dreaming of bones. So let's check out the bathroom here. So to my right, as soon as you come in the bathroom, you can see there's some storage, closet, iron board. Okay, of course you have the necessary toiletries. Okay, you have your iron and your hair dryer. All right, this complimentary, people go crazy over this. It's the H2O Beauty Sea Salt Facial Soap. And of course they include that as complimentary. Okay, if we come in here and we turn on light, you have a toilet, of course. So this is pretty nice. You can close off when you're taking a shower. You close off the other side of the bathroom, take a shower, or if you have to use the toilet or anything. So that's pretty convenient. And let's go in here and check out the shower. Okay, I say good job cleaning the shower. It's clean as always, and that is very, very important. And another thing people love, the H2O Beauty Shampoo, Conditioner, and Body Wash, the Disney Resort brand that is. All right, so I really like this big sign here. It leads you back to Classic Hall and the lobby. And then to the right of that is the 70s. And this lobby is very welcoming. It's warm. The cast members are so helpful. They greet you right upon arrival and just, you know, make you feel right at home. So what I love about this is that it's taking you down memory lane. You have all the Star Wars memorabilia there. You have some of our pop stars from previous decades: Michael Jackson, Elton John, Tina Turner, Madonna. We have up here where it's highlighting the video games, Atari. I don't know if anybody remembers Simon, Cabbage Patch Kids. The list goes on. It's really just bringing me back when Arnold Schwarzenegger was pretty much everywhere. And something I would like to mention is that at the top, you can see it highlighting every year that the memorabilia underneath it was relevant pretty much when it was birthed. Fast forward arcade. So as usual, I like to go in the arcade and just check it out, see how big it is, see what games they have. And you know, they are pretty much on brand with all of the other arcades that I've showed in the past at the other resorts. Pretty big space, a lot of good fun games. And something worth mentioning is that when you want to play games in this arcade, you pretty much have to load it onto a card that basically you would use and swipe to play the games, and you can reload the card by adding more funds, of course. And this seems to be the main pool. It's called the Hippity Dippity Pool. You can see the hours there are from 10 to 11. So this is the Hippity Dippity Pool, and it is the most popular pool on site. There's a lot of fun things going on. They have poolside activities with music. The sun is out. It's a beautiful day. So we have a poolside bar called Pedals where you can order your drinks. And they have a lot of good drink options. They have pina coladas, margaritas, whatever you feel. So we decided to check out Pedals just to see what goodies they had. And I went with the Copa de Vino, some red wine, and also a lava smoothie. And for our little ones, we have this splash pad here. So of course we have the three other pools, but you know, for the little ones, the toddlers, we have a little special pool for them as well. So something crazy about the main pool that I just found out is that it is the Hippy Dippy Pool. And I think I've been saying Hippity Dippity. I think I was just excited and decided to add a little extra on it, but it is the Hippy Dippy Pool, and it seems to be the main pool that everyone loves, and you know, it's just very nice here, and it's also the biggest. So right now I'm in front of building 4, and this building highlights the 60s. Kind of brings you down memory lane. You see the Duncan Imperial's yo-yo tops. And this building is a part of the decade that represents the 50s. And also on this building, you see it says "Real Hip, You're Grounded." And from Lady and the Tramp, as well as the other side. So I really like the 50s area, the 50s building. They really put a lot of detail into this. I'm gonna circle over here. And one thing I like about the pools on this site as well, basically, the hours are pretty good, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. You can see the theming. They have these bowling balls, they're replica. They're stuck there basically, but just gotta like the detail that they put into it. And here's the 50s pool. It's much calmer than the Hippity Dippy Pool, but it's good to have another option. So something that's pretty cool here is that you can see these are bowling shoes, this building. And inside is a laundry room. So you can go in there. You know, it does require Magic Band access just to get in the room, but and this is awesome as well. They have this life-size jukebox. Kind of brings you back. You can see they have the records, some old school records where you can select from. All right, so I am by the 70s building, and this by far is my favorite. They have a foosball replica here, and these guys are huge. So this is pretty crazy. You know, I'm just walking through the actual foosball court here, right in the middle. You can see the ball. This is pretty cool. I'd say this thing has to be at least 10 feet minimum tall. And right in front of the foosball table, we have the big wheel. And this is a part of the 70s building as well. So I'm guessing the big wheel really came out in the 70s and took off. And here we have this huge life-size model of the Sony Walkman. You see the headphone connected to it on the side there. That's definitely old school. Kind of miss those sometimes. And then on the floor, they have a keyboard that you can just pretty much walk across, which we still use this keyboard today, obviously, but It's just pretty cool. And then there's Roger Rabbit on the other end of the Walkman. And Roger Rabbit is huge as well. And it's pretty early in the morning right now, but here is the 90s pool that's connected to the 90s building. And it's also, you can see over there, the 80s building is also right in front of us. Roger Rabbit. You see the Sony Walkman, Pac-Man. You just see all of the things from the 80s and 90s. It is pretty cool. Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. How are you guys doing? Salute, about to go grab some breakfast. So something else worth mentioning is all along the trail here, you can see this body of water there. There are little fun facts from 1985. Book to movie adaptations became box office hits with Out of Africa and The Color Purple. So as you walk, there's just different fun facts based on the year that you're passing. So coming up on the right hand side, you can see here it says 1983, the last episode of MASH. So it just keeps you engaged throughout the whole basically the tour of the resort. It just keeps you engaged, keeps you wanting to read and learn. And you have this to your left, this lovely body of water, of course, and the Skyliner is somewhere around here as well. I'll show you that so that you can see it from so that you're going to be able to see it from the trail. So something I love, just like at Art of Animation, is that you have access to the Skyliner. So right behind the hippity dippity pool, if you continue to walk, behold the Skyliner. And I do want to mention that Pop Century is behind me that way. And if you continue to walk along this trail, just down there is the Art of Animation. All right, so something I love about all of the Disney resorts is that they have complimentary marshmallow roasting on site.
You like that? Not too toasty? Is that okay? Okay, here, baby.
So I was just strolling around and I found this Twister game here. I haven't played Twister in forever, but it really works too. It's not just, you know, it's not just a model here. It actually spins and you can really play it. So everything pop, shopping, and dining. So this leads us to the food court and a store if we want to check out some merch, which we will.